अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। उम्मीद है आप सब ठीक होंगे। आज हम और लेक्चर में आपके सामने डिलीवर करने जा रहा हूं। आप जानते हैं हम कैपिटल बजटिंग डिस्कस कर रहे थे, तो कैपिटल बजटिंग की एक टेक्निक हम पिछले लेक्चर में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, वीडियो में अपलोड कर चुका हूं कि पे बैक पीरियड कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे। आज हम दूसरी टेक्निक पे बात करेंगे। उस टेक्निक को हम कहते हैं नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू, एनपीवी। एनपीवी जो प्रोजेक्ट एवेल्युएशन का मेथड है, ये दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल होने वाला और मोस्ट ऑथेंटिक टेक्निक है फॉर प्रोजेक्ट एवेल्युएशंस। So we'll discuss here today what is how we calculate net present value for a project and how it works actually. Students, you know, the capital budgeting techniques has four prominent methods, that is payback period, net present value, and internal rate of return, and finally the profitability index. So today we will discuss the net present value. We'll discuss here what is net present value. Net present value, NPV, is the difference between the present value of cash inflow and the present value of cash outflow over a period of time. Simply, it is the difference between the present value of inflows cash minus present value of outflow cash. Outflow means initial investment in the initial investment, right? Okay. NPV is used in capital budgeting and investment planning to analyze the profitability of projected investment or a project. NPV is the present value of investment projects net cash flow minus project initial cash outflow, as I have already defined it. How it is? NPV is your cash flow in year 1 divided by 1 plus discount rate raised to the power 1 plus cash flow in year 2 divided by 1 plus k power 2 plus up to cash flow up to n number n divided by 1 plus k power n minus initial cash outflow. Initial out cash flow means the initial investment required by the project. I'm going to illustrate this NPV with an illustration. Suppose Basket Builder has determined that the appropriate discount rate for this project is 13%, meaning that the firm is going to evaluate the project with its required rate of return 13%. Means the firm will invest only in those projects which offer at least 13% return to them. So I'm going to explain the same questions for the NPV, that the project will give you in initial cash flow in first year 10,000, 12,000 cash inflow in second year, 15,000 inflow in third year, 10,000 in fourth year, and 7,000 in fifth year, while the initial investment of the project is 40,000. What we'll be going to do it, we'll discount these cash flow for the present value, and you know the present value 1 plus discount rate. 1 plus discount rate is 13%, so 1 plus 0.13 is 1.13. For the first year is raised to the power 1. For second year it is raised to the power 2. For third year raised to the power 3. For fourth year raised to the power 4, and for the fifth year it is raised to the power 5 minus 40,000. Now we are going to solve this equation with the help of tabulation method as well. We can solve by using the present value interest factor table number 4. We'll pick up the value for 13% for 1 year, and 13% for the second year, 13% for third year, 13% for fourth year, and 13% for the fifth year. We'll pick up these values, present value and trust factor, from the table and insert in this equation. So 10,000 multiplied by present value and trust factor in at 13% in year 1 is 0.885. So 10,000 multiplied by 0.885 is 8,850 plus 12,000, 13% at year 2, the value is 0.783. So 0.783 multiplied by 12,000, it is 9,396. Similarly, present value interest factor for 13% year 3 is 0.693. So 0.693 is multiplied by 15,000, which gives you 10,395. And so we did for all these values. And we'll add up the present value of all cash flow, first year plus second year, fourth year, fifth year, and we'll subtract it from the initial investment, which is 40,000. So the result is minus $1,428. By $1,428 is in negative. Negative means this project will give you negative present value of future cash flow if we subtract it from the initial investment. It means the initial investment for that project is high while the cash inflow is lower. So we'll discuss what is the acceptance or rejection criteria for the net present value. The net present value criteria is simply if the answer of NPV is positive or zero, we will accept the project. If the answer is negative, we will straight away reject the project. Since the basket funder is evaluating the project for their required rate of return of 13%, so should this project be accepted? The answer is no, because the NPV is negative. Since the NPV is negative, it means the project required rate of return for the firm cannot be produced by the same project. Since NPV is less than zero, so we will reject this project as it is not sufficiently uh, give a profit to the firm. Okay, there are few strengths of the net present value method. What are the strengths? Cash flows to be assumed to be reinvested at the hurdle rate. We assume here that all the cash flow comes in first year, comes in second year, comes in third year, and so on, is going to be reinvested in the project, right? This is the one of the strength of the NPV method. And you know, the NPV accounts for the time value of money. Here we assume the time value of money concept. So time value of money is the basis for the financial decision, since it inculcates the time value of money. So it is the biggest strength of the net present value. And we'll consider all cash flows. All cash flows we consider for that project. But there are a few weaknesses. What is the weaknesses? It may not include managerial option embedded in the project. Okay, some potentials are there in project which cannot be calculated by the NPV. Might it doesn't give you sufficient profit at the present time, but it may add value to your goodwill in future. Since it doesn't not consider that things, the managerial options cannot be embedded in the NPV. So this is the one of the weaknesses of the net present value. So okay, how we calculate the net present value profile? You know, on the x-axis we place the discount rate, and on y-axis we place the net present value. If we put the discount rate 0, so obviously the it will give you some negative value. If we put discount rate at 3%, so the NPV would be 0. If we consider 6% discount rate, the NPV might be somewhat between 5 to 10 and so on. So NPV give you a value here. In this case, the NPV is 13% and 13% is below 0. It means it lies somewhere here, right? The negative NPV lies here. It means the project will be straight away Project only be accepted if it crosses this line from 0 or it goes above from there. It means if the required rate of return is more than 13%, then we might accept a project. However, we will reject the project at 13% or below 13%. I hope this concept is now clear to you. Uh, Subscribe my channel for the future videos that I'm going to upload. And thank you. We'll see you with another lecture. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.